Hi guys, if you're having any pain around your shoulder, you've been working out, you've been going to the gym and you felt some pain in your shoulder, a pinch, not instability, where it feels like the shoulder is going to come out of the joint, but just pain around the shoulder. You were pressing, you were maybe doing some pull-ups or some shoulder raises and you felt something in your shoulder, some pain come on. Most of the time is rotator cuff related. So I like to get this exercise in. If you've got some pain around the shoulder, the best way or best probably exercise to start with, as well as decreasing the loading in the gym. And most of the time, guys, even injuries in the gym is probably down to like two things, either like poor technique and then also too much load, right, that you can't handle. So if you get an injury, shoulder is probably one of the common areas where people get injured in the gym. So I would decrease the loading in the gym, all right, so decrease the intensity, and then you can get into this. I like this exercise. It's the banded version of the sideline dumbbell shoulder external rotation. So you could do it with a band, and you just kind of hold the band from each end. Your palms are facing up, your elbows, your arms to the side, elbows at 90 degrees. And then what you're doing is you're nice and tall, and then you're externally rotating your shoulders out. All right, nice and slow back in. Okay, and then you just rotate out again. And then back in. I like this exercise because it works the shoulder external rotators, which are often quite weak in individuals, the muscles at the back of the shoulder. And then also it hits the lower portion of the trapezius muscle. All right, so we're very dominant with your upper traps, and quite weak through the lower trapezius. And some studies have shown weakness in the lower trapezius can increase your risk of getting a shoulder injury. So this banded external rotation is a great place to start. And look, you could do these every day. Even if you're not injured, you could do this exercise as a warm-up, all right, before you start lifting in the gym. All right, and just persist with it. Do it for a few weeks. Don't expect miracles after a week or two. Do it for a few weeks, and then you'll notice the difference. In sets of, start off with 2 sets or 3 sets. Try and go to that 12, 15 rep range. All right, do them slow. Try not to flex your biceps while doing it. Okay, try keep it into a 90 degrees and feel the rotation happening through the shoulder and your scapula as well, especially the muscle at the bottom of the scapula, which is the lower trapezius. And you'll feel those muscles working. Give it a try, guys. Good exercise.